The question is that this motion be agreed to. I call the member for Gellibrand.
Thank you, Mr Acting Deputy Speaker. As all members of Parliament know, not one of us got here on our own. Most of us have the honour of serving in this place because we stood on the shoulders of people who believe in our cause and believe in our ability to represent them in the Australian Parliament. It is fitting and right then that we acknowledge them in this place once we are here. Because of the enormous support that I received from such a large number of people, I could not mention all of those who played an important part in my being here today in my first speech of this week within the time permitted. Mr Acting Deputy Speaker, I take this opportunity today to thank the many people who gave of themselves that I may serve in this place. I would like to begin by thanking those who supported me from the very beginning, from before I was even pre-selected as a candidate for the Great Australian Labor Party. In particular, I would like to thank the member for Derrimut in the Victorian State Parliament, Mr Telmo Langwilla, and the dedicated members of the Ardea branch of the Australian Labor Party. Mr Langwilla and the members of the Ardea branch share the passion for Australian multiculturalism that I expressed in my first speech and were strong supporters of my candidacy from the very start of my pre-selection. The suburbs of Sunshine, Sunshine West and Ardea are extraordinarily diverse areas. Mr Langwilla's long experience as an advocate for these communities was invaluable to me during my election campaign. Since the election, Telmo has been an ongoing source of mentorship to me, and I thank him for his experienced counsel. I would also like to thank Sam David and Cesar Pipiano for their assistance in this regard. Mr Wayne Mader from the TWU was also an early and much appreciated supporter and source of counsel for myself. Other state representatives of seats within my electorate, Jill Hennessy, Marsha Thompson, Wade Noonan and Caesar Mellon, have also provided valued support to me both on the campaign trail and as a new and learning MP. While over 300 rank-and-file branch members gave their time, energy, expertise and guidance to the federal election campaign in Gellibrand, every campaign relies on great all-rounders who help in a myriad of ways in all facets of the campaign. I'm particularly thankful in this regard to Pam Mutton, Tom Mutton, Alice Mutton, Bruce Light, Daniel McKinnon, Harky Solomon, Natalie Solomon, Shagufta Ali, Kelly McNaughton, Alex Drummond, Ken Marriott, Transu and Jackie Newell. Many branch members gave their time on pre-polling booths, including the particularly generous Wilma Potts-Green and Mike Perso. Branch members spent many hours with me in the bitter Melbourne cold campaigning at train stations on Labor's commitment to build the Melbourne Metro Rail Tunnel, a policy that would greatly support the constituents of Melbourne's West. In particular, Joe Attard, John Stapleton, Louise Peirce and Ollie Tripodi gave large amounts of their time. Many branch members also took on the big task of being booth captains on election day, including Dennis Quigley, Neil Tolliday, Andy Marin, Clovis Mwamba, Carl Marsh, Tony Cassar, Martin Minkowski, Sophie Agneskis, Thomas King, John Cumming, Monica Grierson, Hamdi Koyu, Sam McCrone, Sam Castellan, Mark Ward, Caitlin Ferris, Clive Bracey, Sandra Willis, David McKenna, Martin Zakharov, Aglana McWhirter, and many of the people that I've already mentioned today. Finally, on a personal note, I'd like to thank the many other people who have mentored me throughout various stages of my life. No mean feat considering the base material they were working with. Dr Tony Warren, Jeff Booth, John Stanhope, Philip Gould, Terry Geiger, Bernard McCabe, Jeff McGregor, Tim Ryan, Neil Carabine, Renee Laddie, Mark Tapley, Peter Barron, Nicola Roxon, Ralph Willis, John Brumby, Steve Brax. To them I give my recognition and thanks. Mr Acting Deputy Speaker, I thank these people, knowing that there are people who worked for me in many ways that I will never know of, the off-the-ball work, those who do not seek praise or thanks but work quietly because they believe in the Labor cause. I particularly thank their contributions. To all of these people, I owe you a great debt of gratitude, and all of us in the Labor Party do so. Thank you.
The question is that the motion be agreed to.